Echo. Okay. Wow. Good morning. Enjoy my closet and my ceiling for a moment. I am still waking up. I am on the West Coast, so it is 8 a.m. and I slept hard as a rock last night. So I need just a moment. I pushed myself today to get on because I'm like, well, I canceled the one yesterday, so let's try not to cancel the one today. And yes, I just cracked open a Pepsi. Let's see. I'm doing a little test here to see if I can switch, how easily I can switch between streaming locations. So, hi, D-Scenario. I'm excited for your show. I think it's today. The new stuff in your shop. I don't know if that's a new show that you're doing, but I was like, ooh, I want to see the new stuff. I'm excited for your show. I am trying to see if I could get my phone to work as a place. Oh, and evidently I can't. Brace yourselves. I'm about to reverse the camera. Brace yourselves. It's not pretty. Like I said, not pretty. Literally just got out of bed. I dream really heavy, and I took a sleeping pill last night just to make sure that I would get some good sleep, and boy did that baby work well. But that also meant I lived like 8 lives in the last 8 hours or so. So she tired. Hi, thrifty teacher to Hi, thrifty teacher. Tosha? Maybe it's Tosha. Are you like in Wisconsin, Minneapolis area? Okay. So when I look at it from here, I actually don't see anything. I don't see anything. There's my voice. Well, here, I'll show you my project. Been working on this week. I did not get it finished in time. You were going to look at this on Monday. But I built this. Hi, Bev. Bev, I'm tired. Can I go back to bed? If you give me permission, then I know it's okay. The dreams were dreaming. Oh my gosh, I can still tell you what they were like. My best friend came to visit us, and my boyfriend like let her into the apartment and then was like, you can sleep on the couch. And then he took the bed, and I was like, oh no, we do not give the BFF a couch to sleep on. She gets the bed, we get the couch and the floor. And I was like, we never give the diva the couch. It was such a weird dream. Okay, good. I'm gonna go back to bed then. My face is just like, it's hurting. It's too close. I'm gonna move you back. Oh, that's better. So I have this that I worked on. I won't be working on it today, I think, because, well, I'd rather work on it some other time, but look at that. She's going to be a little niche. And I love the candle. I was really unsure if I was going to do, if the flickering candle would be okay, but I actually really like it. I probably could. I need to get another ice roller. I used to have one, and it was a lifesaver. A complete lifesaver after my parents passed away and I was having panic attacks and a ton of anxiety. Oh, I'm just like, it's all related. We can talk about that part privately. It's all related. Hi, Unique Studio Live. Did you see the thing? I just put it away. I just woke up, like rolled out of bed. Isn't that pretty? So this is all paper clay. It feels so weird. It's squishy still. So you can kind of tell there's some like relief to it. Because I want to make it look authentically Latin American kind of niche. Which you're making buttons. Good. Good. Make them buttons. Make them buttons. I am trying to get prepared for a few shows. Trying to be a good girl and plan ahead. For me, I'm so annoying when this camera is on. This is like, I'm not extroverted at all. I am introverted. I am ambivert at the best. But for whatever reason, the chumma girl personality comes out. I don't know what it is. I think it's because I just want to be entertaining, make sure I'm as entertaining as possible for a bunch of shows yesterday. We're going to do Happy Mail Haul tomorrow at 8 a.m. because I've been getting Happy Mail and orders in for the last month or so, and I haven't been opening them because I've been getting ready for other stuff. Welcome in, Vin Van Gogh. Welcome. Checking, do you have both ears? And how are you doing? Welcome in, Bwire Man or Bewire Man. I should not attempt to say names because I will just make a butt of myself. I'm really good at doing that. I open my mouth to say something and it's literally or put my fingers to the keyboard and it's literally always the wrong thing to say. On Thursday we're gonna do another chat prep casual destashing. If I find anything. Friday is an in the details, which I might postpone. I might postpone a little. But that I'm getting ready for that. Going through my boxes that the sourcing material that I've found over the last few months, and separating it out. I also have a poop ton, an absolute ton of these Jack and Jill magazines that I love. They're a kids magazine from I think the very early 40s, 50s, and I believe they stopped making them sometime in the 70s or early 80s. But they have great graphics in them. So I'm cutting them up. Not all of them. I have probably like, hi Indie Flips. I have probably 50-ish of them. Most of the ones that I try to get a hold of are 40s and 50s. I'm pretty sure they're not 30. I'm pretty sure it's 40s is the earliest. But look at these cute pictures. And the kitty. Oh, look, okay, this one is really cute. Look at this one. The little boy. He's got a little skunk. So a lot of them I'm saving to let people do what they want to do with them. But then I have a group of them that I am cutting up. And I'm so sorry to anyone who has a hard time cutting up vintage media. I'm very sorry. The ones I'm cutting up are usually the ones that are very, 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 very inappropriate for 2026 with the language, which was very normal back in 1950. And we are not normalizing that language in 2026. And I'm sure that is well documented already, and no one's going to lose out by me cutting these up. Oh, look at this one. Love that. Gulf of Mexico. Yeah. So, and they have really cute like poetry and stories that kids wrote into here. So like Mom's Complaint by Sharon Huston. The air is full of birds. The sea is full of fishes. The house is full of lazy bones who won't help with the dishes. You can write that one down and use it. But yeah. Well, Three Silly Kittens. There's always a mother's page in the back. And the mother's page, hi Bev, hi Bev. Oh my gosh. Hi Gwen. Hi everyone coming in. Thank you, Bev. I am figuring out what to do today. So I'm just showing these old kids magazines that I have. There's always a mother's page in here, and it just goes over like where things are sent. It talks about how well the magazine is doing. They call their magazine Wholesome. Anyway, it's very cute. And look at they don't make this kind of, well, there probably is someone making this kind of art somewhere. But I love that art. So what I'm doing with them is I'm removing the cover. Actually, I'm taking it apart completely. The cover gets set aside. The inside gets set aside. So in every magazine, there is like a paper doll section. So this is a little bit heavier, and these can be cut out. There's almost always a paper doll one. I think they focus a lot on the paper dolls. So I have several of these paper doll cutout like insides. You need help? You need help? Hi, Angelette. Welcome in, everybody. But yeah, so, and then the rest of the pages I go through and cut out the pictures, and listen, I have a problem. I do need help, but it's with my brain. Uh, I went through last night and again trying to destash and everything. And I was like, I have a lot of scrap paper. Oh my. Yes, ma'am. How do I even import from Shopify? Um, how do I shop by now? Import from inventory. Oh, it's buried down here. I think there's the April. Thank you, Unique. And now how do I do this other thing? Here, 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 here. This one? It's so funny. Like I feel like I've gotten a lot of uh practice on Happy Mail or why isn't it letting me? Hmm. Oh, the big button right in front of my face that says pin product. Um, Scrap paper. Oh. Um, I have a lot of scrap, just like all kinds of paper. Like I have a ton of chipboard because that's one thing that I use a lot. A lot of craft paper, a lot of printed or printed paper. I also have a lot of printer paper, and then I have a lot of solids. And this is the part where I'm like, I've never taken the test before. I am diagnosed ADHD, but I've never taken the other test because I don't need any more trauma in my life. And I wrote down, oh, wait, where is it? Oh, it's over here. I wrote down the kind of scrap that I have so that I could organize it because I'm really weird. So look, this is Gemma Girl's list of scraps so that she can figure out. Oh my, I'm a special girl. Good morning, House 27 Studio. I've so much. I'm trying to get rid of my older paper that I've had for a while that I've never used either because it's either too pretty or too ugly to use. Um, I'm trying to get through that first before diving into the new paper that is wait, nope, wrong way. These are all like either new to me or new paper pads. Paper pads, paper, little paper pads, big paper pads. And then down below there is 2 totes worth of paper stuff. So and behind here there's paper still in boxes for resale because I'm not really reselling this paper over here. This is going to be used in projects or whatever. But I have paper that I bought for the sole purpose of reselling. That's not even open yet. I've had it for a while and I haven't even. Denim looking paper I sent. The one that's actually denim or the denim looking one? Wow. My hair. Oh, the looking one. No, but I really do want to get that. And I guess I can't show you. I really want to get Whatnot set up on my computer so I can do screen sharing. Where was it? It was either here in Notions or yeah. So it's Craft Consortium or whatever. It's a pre-order though, so it won't even come in, or they won't even ship it until like the middle of May. Um, and they have a 6x6 and they have a 12x12. I'm reading the chat. I can't talk and read at the same time. Oh, my eye is like, whew. Anyway, so there's a 12 by 12 and a 6 by 6. I personally like the 6 by 6. But that paper looks legitimately like jean. So I just placed an order with them too, like a few days ago for some ink pads from my favorite guy to put in some kits. Yeah, it really does. I mean, yeah. I think, let's see, the 12 by 12, it's weird they don't sell them, like link them together, but the 12 by 12 is better, better value for money. But yeah, and I just placed an order. So I'm welcome in, everyone. Thank you for coming in, for me just chatting and you having to look at my face. I am putting together a starter kit, or you can also call it a travel kit, for journaling, or journaling in general, or artistic journaling. Let's call it artistic journaling. And the kit comes with an official Tim Holtz ink pad, the vintage photo one. It comes with the blenders, and by blenders, I'm talking these kind of blenders. So it's coming with these. Thank you, Bev. Thank you, Bev. I'm 9 away. I'm trying not to focus too much on the sales number since I'm not doing the challenge. But that's cool. That's really cool. Yeah. So my kit will come with these. I'll probably put like 2 or 3 of them in there. And then I have the kind that looks like it comes on a chess piece. Thank you for purchasing the Happy Mail. And then it comes with, actually, let me just show you. I'll just show you. Stand by. Oh, if I can lift it. If I can lift it, if I can fly. Is there anything else that goes in it? So I finally got this. Hi, Wonderland. I finally got the bags for them because I was being picky about it, and then I was like, are we going to be picky about it, or are we going to actually sell these? So comes in a pouch, and I have a few colors of those. It is going to come with the tiniest of tiny cutting pads. And you know, if it's for travel, whatever you can get, this thing is, there's nothing cutting through this baby. So it's coming with one of those. It's coming with some, sorry for the plastic sounds. It's going to come with glue bottles, which I'm not going to fill because I'm a little worried about that. But it'll come with, you know, something that people can fill up themselves. Actually, I'm going to put these in here as I talk about them. It also has, these are the blenders I have. These are the color ones. These are the ones that come with caps, which are the ones I'm going to put in. Thank you. 6 away. Ooh, I'm an awkward child. Um, so it'll come with, I think I'm gonna put 2 in there. I might put 3. And these, I'm gonna use these up first. These are the ones that come with caps. So that you can um, um, safely put them in your bag so that they won't get ink all over the place. So the little cap just like slips on there like that. So let's say we'll put 3 in there. Also, ooh, avalanche. It comes with this, and it's a pair of scissors. I'm gonna add a sticker to them though. Hi, Litterbox Nugget. It took me a long time to figure out which one of these I wanted to do. So it has this little pair of scissors. And then it has the plastic cutting tool over here. So this isn't metal. This is a really sharp plastic cutter. So it comes with one of these, but I think I want to put like a little label here that the scissors come out, you know, kind of easily, just to do my due diligence. So it'll have one of those in there. And these are pretty, like, even though the scissors are small, you can hold the whole thing like this. So I think that's way better than having to hold on to a teeny tiny pair of scissors. So that will be in there. Hi, Christy Creations for you. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Michelle. I'm just going over what is going to be in my little artistic journal. Travel starter packs. I have a lot of those scissors. So it's going to come with some tape. I also have the baby blenders. So these are really tiny ones that are good for like stencils, like really getting into the stencils. It's going to have a nail file, and the nail file is to kind of rough up the edges of your paper. And then it has a regular knife in there too, which will be for, you know, if you have some thicker paper to cut up. So that's in there. There's something else. It's going to have one of my DIY journals to start with, which I don't have readily available, but I have next generation ones. Oh yeah, they cut paper. Yeah, they cut paper really well, and the plastic knife on the back cuts really well too. So, you know, if you want to do like those intricate cuts, like fussy cutting without using your hands and just holding it, it does that really well too. And then it'll have like a little baby journal. I love accordion journals because it gives you, you know, a lot of space for like half the size, because you can flip it and use it that way also. So it'll have like one of these in here. This is like second generation because I have another pad that I'm using first. And then I also have these large ones. Large ones would barely fit, but I think I'm going to use them for something else. But I love these accordion things. They just, to me, it's a perfect little like vacation size. Like, you know, you take it with you, you're going to the beach or whatever. It, you know, it doesn't feel overwhelming because it's not some large book that you're carrying with you, but it's a smaller book that is not as intimidating. Yeah, and they're craft, so you can glue the heck out of them and they won't warp as much. I think I'm putting a glue stick. I think I'm putting glue sticks in here, on top of people being able to put their favorite glue in a bottle. And then the stamp pad, this Tim Horton. I think, no, that's the coffee place. Tim Holt. Timmy's. Tim Horton. It's coffee from Canada, which I really like. Highly recommend. It's changed recently, so I'm not sure if it's as recommendable, but so that stuff will be in the kit, and then it'll come with scrap paper. It'll come with little bitty scrap papers, and it'll come with more of the size of the journal scrap papers in it. So yeah, the mini stamp pads. So I put the mini in there. I could have done the 3x3, but I couldn't find it on my wholesaler. Oh, excuse me as I try to get into this chair. I couldn't find the 3x3 with my wholesaler or my distributor or whatever you want to call them. And the mini one was super affordable for being Tim Holtz. So, but yeah, that'll come in a little pouch. So the Tim Holtz stamp pad is on the way. So I have maybe a week or two left to get these together. And I'm going to put my logo, I'm probably going to do an iron-on logo there. And maybe put like a cute saying, because I have a ton of iron-on vinyl. And it's been hard to resell it from my destash. Not like as a reseller, but as a destashing moment. So I might use that to put like a cute saying on here, like my trinkets, my trinkets. I'm not sure. So, and then they come in different colors. I'm open to opinions. I only got, I would have rather had a single color. My precious, yes. Rather have a single color and all of them be a single like neutral color that is neither like feminine or masculine. Like I love Kelly green colors, but I could not find them in bulk. So I think I'll offer them as a, what do they call that? You can pick your own color. So I've got the green, the pink, the blue, so green, got pink, got this blue, I've got a gray, got red. This is my favorite, the yellow, like there's school bus yellow too. And the zipper matches. So I will, and I only got these so far. So I'm going to make these, what is it? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So I'll make these 12 to start. And look for some feedback. And if those work really well, then we'll go with those. So yeah. Hi, all 11, 10 or 11 of you watching. So yeah, I have a lot to work on, and the lack of motivation is motivation and yeah, I think it'll be, I think you'll still have to, I don't know if I think they've recently changed the rules on what you can pack with you and what you have to put in your bag. Like they're doing the opposite. Like you can't put it in your bag anymore. You have, or your luggage, you have to put it in your carry-on. So I need to make, I want to put some instructions with it, like this cutting tool needs to be packed in your blank. Please check that before you travel with this kit, kind of thing. But yeah, so I have, yeah, there's a lot to do. It's a little bit, I don't know, Bev. I don't know exactly what the cost is, like my cost is, so I have to look into that. I have a general idea, but I'm not quite sure yet. Let me think. It would definitely be over $10. but I'm not sure how much more, because of the time taken into like cutting the paper up and putting little scraps in there for folks. And the scraps are going to include like some ribbon. It's going to have some of those bulb pins in them that I'm totally fascinated by right now. Oh, you can tell my thing went off. Right here. Okay. Anyways, so I'm open if you have some private advice you want to give, because I know a lot of us have been talking about that struggle. Yes, ma'am. I got some really nice ribbon. I've been collecting little little piles of string from tearing up fabric. So I'll probably put some of that in there. And I have these little plastic storage containers, teeny tiny ones, that I'm going to use. And, it's going to have all the things I think that are a favorite for people who like to junk journal. So, and some stencils. I think I'm going to design my own stencil, but I do have some that will fit in here that I have bulk of. So I will probably put those in there, like the small format ones. It's also going to come with acrylic stamps, which I'm going to curate myself, and I probably shouldn't because it's a lot of labor, but I want to make sure each kit includes an assortment of stamps. So, oh, thank you, Bev. So you got yours? I'm glad. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Unique, like reviewed it on her show the other night. Um, yeah, the other night. That this weekend, I think. So that was really nice. It's so weird to see somebody holding something that like I did. It's weird to me. And I recently lost my Apple Pencil, so I'm a little worried about getting May out on time, because I don't necessarily need it to finish, but I haven't inked my drawing for May yet, and my Apple Pencil is missing. I have no doubts that it's like underneath this table somewhere. So yeah. But yeah, so the kit's gonna have a lot of stuff in it that no matter where you go, you'll have what you think you would need. If you want to cut up some travel brochures or whatever, and put them in right away, you'll have that. You'll be able to like make things look old, and it'll have a nice selection of like solids and printed paper scraps, stuff like that. So, and I also have on the same line is my journal kit, which is kind of different. It is less of a starter type kit or a travel kit, and more like here's a DIY, here's a journal that is not intimidating, that I can start with, and that has like interchangeable covers, chipboard covers that you can install on the front, and it has different ribbons that you can use as a closure, or you can use the original closure, which I don't like, but if somebody likes it, they could also just keep it. So yeah, it's a lot, and there are so many ideas. It's bad. Actually, I want to ask you guys a question. I'm getting ready for the Friday show. That will have some ephemera in it, like actual vintage ephemera. Um, I have a whole bunch of thermal receipts from my first trip to Seattle and then my trip across the country, and you can't see the print on them anymore, most of them. Should I do you think people would want those? Because I hate throwing them away, but they're all blank. They're all old. I mean, my first time in Seattle is 2008, so that's how old these receipts are, and they're completely gone. I'm just not sure, like, should I just recycle them, or do you think somebody would want them? I don't know. I have a lot. I have a lot of Seattle memorabilia. Yeah. Yeah. But there's no print on it anymore. Like, the print has already come off because it's old. Okay. Then I will do that because I hate throwing them away, but then I also don't want to hold on to it because I'm in Seattle. I'm living the dream that I had back in 2008. So I don't feel the need to hold on to it like I had been. So yeah, it's blank. It's not blacked out. So it's not been exposed to heat. It's just blank from being old because those thermal receipts don't last. The thermalness on them doesn't last forever. But they are very blank. But I have like a stack of them. And I also have some Seattle memorabilia, or whatever you want to call it, that I might put it in a pack to bless somebody else with. It has some old maps from 2008 in it and some old travel booklets that I would like to pass along to somebody. So maps, yes, but they're not like old maps. They're just like maps from 2008 of Seattle. So, and they're very artistic, of course, because it's Seattle. But I found all sorts of stuff. I was like, I don't remember. Well, I do remember getting it. I don't remember that I had it. But the maps, the one map that I found, it looks like the kind of map that you find like at the entry to Disneyland or Disney World, where it's like very cartoonish and cute and colorful. So it's like that. And then I have, let me see if I can get it. One moment. Oh, it's right here. No, it's not right here. Where was it? Oh, be right back. Hold on. I found it. Oh my gosh, it's heavy. Okay, so I've been getting all of the ephemera type stuff. Oh, see, I can't help but just I have to sit on the chair just for room. So I've been piling everything in here, and I think this will upset someone, but let me justify my reasons first. Whoa, not enough room. Okay, so this paper right here, I don't think it's dated. I don't know if I've talked about it before. I probably have, because we talk about literally everything, but oh, it smells so good. Inside this gigantic piece of paper, this was from my preschool. So this is very early 80s. So probably like 82, 83. Definitely before 85. So I'm going to say 83. This is a large sheet of paper that has been taped together, and it's child size because in my little preschool that I went to, every few months or every month or something like that, they would do a drawing. Like, we would trace each other around on the paper, and then we'd color each other in, and one of the kids got it. So I actually got this drawing one time, which I don't think it would be possible to even show you. You can kind of see it. It's big. Ooh, here's me Wait, that's me. The blonde girl, this one. I'm the blonde. I'm pretty sure that's me. Wait a second. There's two blonde girls. I don't know which one I am. Anyway, I keep this all folded up all the time. And, you know, every time I get like a new boyfriend or whatever, I'll be like, oh, let me show you my new things. Amazing. And I do not believe, I get this from my mother. I know I do. If I have it folded up all the time, it's not being appreciated. And I'm not going to put it on the wall. I don't have children. I am like the stub on the end of my family tree. The stub on the branch of my family tree. So I'm thinking about cutting it up. And yeah. So I know people have feelings about that, but I would rather it go to somebody. I mean, this is great paper. Like, look at this tape on it. That's real vintagey weary tape. Like, I would rather it go to somebody who's going to use it in a neat way than be sitting in my storage unit for another 20, 30 years to then be like taken to Goodwill or something like that. It's really, really, really big. I'm not really that emotionally attached to it other than how it smells, because it smells like my parents' house, which isn't necessarily a good thing. It smells like old stuff, and it doesn't have a cigarette smell, but it just smells like old stuff. Because my parents were smokers. Yeah, it just smells old. Yeah, and I have some of the memorabilia that I have photos. So my parents with Black Sheep were the, like, I hate saying black sheep. They were like the outcast of the family. So I did not have a childhood with a lot of cousins or aunt and uncles and stuff like that. I've never met a cousin before. I have some, but I've never met them. All the cousins I have that I know and talk to are like third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh cousins down the line. Hi, Rhonda. Welcome. Or Rhonda. Welcome in. There's going to be no way that I will be able to contact them. I have no idea. We're talking like, yeah, 1982. Well, it would have to be before 1982 because I was in kindergarten. Oh no, it would be around like 1982. And this is from San Diego. This is when I was living in San Diego with my parents. My dad was in the Navy just before we moved to Rhode Island in like 1985. I just think it's such a, like, it would be such a treat for somebody. And I can get quite a few pieces out of it. And like I have a ton of photos from my childhood, again, that are just kind of sitting in storage. And I'm have cut a lot of them apart to make like a art project with. Because I'm the keeper of things, so I don't know. I just think it would be a neat, like a neat thing. And here are those receipts. Look at this stack of receipts. Some of them have like the ones that are printed, but look, this is thermal, and it is, there's nothing on it. There's like faint receipts. This one is from, oh, these are from my trip across the country. I might not do those because they have my Well, actually, it doesn't matter. This one's from Wall Drug. You've been traveled across the country. You've been on like, it's not 90 because the Wall Drug is in Nebraska. No, it's in South Dakota. So if you've been like taking the north way from east to west and you've been through South Dakota, like going to see the monument, you've probably seen advertisements for Wall Drug. Yeah, they're just neat, and they're very, you can tell they're old, and they're nice and like soft already. And the reason I went across the country was to go live in Seattle. And I'm here. I did my dream. I-90. Yes, thank you. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 90 because 90 goes the whole way to Seattle. I took my mom to the Denny's in SeaTac on September 24th. Oh, it's 2009. For whatever reason, my mom liked to pick the very difficult menu when we go to some place like a Denny's. She had tilapia. Of course it wasn't going to be good. She hated it. I think she sent it back. I had a Moons Over My Hammy. The McDonald's on Holman Road in Seattle, I had an Egg McMuffin. I'm pretty sure that's the time that I went to McDonald's just after getting here. Tweetco! Hello! I'm just waxing poetic about childhood stuff and coming to Seattle for the first time, and that I don't feel the need to keep a lot of this stuff anymore because I'm here. Like, I'm living my dream. I packed up everything I had. I didn't make it the first time in 2009. My mom, if you're going to leave your home, and you're still like, how old was I? So I was just over 30. And your mom comes with you, and you're an only child, mostly. And then, so she travels across the country with you. So you're in the car with each other for 5, 6, 7 days. And then she stays with you for a week or so in Seattle as you get set up. And then you go to take her to the airport where she's like going back home because you drove over in your car. And she's like, oh, I'm going to miss you. Yeah, you're going to come back home. You're going to come back home. That's why when I came across the second time, I came across alone. So the first time didn't work in 2009. So I came back in 2017 and tried it. And it was successful because I'm still here, going to celebrate 10 years next year. So when you fulfill your dreams, you're like, it's not serving me anymore. And, I would love for somebody to have it in their junk journal, and, they might not know what it is, but it's out there existing in somebody else's life. So, anywho, I am trying not to squish everything off. And I have a ton of old pictures from family members. And I don't know who they are. I can pick out my dad in them when I see them. But a lot of these, I don't know who the people are. So I think I'm going to sell them as ephemera. And there's a lot of military photos. That's my grandma. Let me find one that is. So like, this is my dad as a sailor in San Diego, the naval base there. So this is 1961, mid 60s maybe. So I have a lot of old photos of family members that I've never met. I don't even know how to identify them, like this one. Can I identify it? No, I don't know who this is. Like, look at this cute photo. of this guy and his camper. I don't know who he is. He's my family, but I don't know who he is. There's nothing on the back. There's no one alive who can tell me who this is anymore. So those kind of photos are going to be in that show because I want someone to do something really cool with them. That means something. Are these my mom's grandparents? No, maybe. I don't know. So here's the other one. This must be the wife. I have no idea who she is. It almost looks like my mom's grandparents. So these folks here were, if these are who I think they might be, they didn't speak very much English. They spoke only French. They were Acadian, come from Quebec, or came from France via Quebec to the United States, settled in Louisiana at Villa Platte Parish, and had a bajillion children. And they're, yeah. So, anyway, I can't believe so many of you are here listening to me talk about this. So weird. Oh, Lord. Baby Jeanette, baby Gemma, right there. Back when she had bangs and was very active in church. So weird. Oh, this is a picture that I love. This is me and my BFF, Heather. No, that's me. Wait, that's me. That's Heather. She's called the Diva, or someone called her the Diva. So I like sometimes to call her the Diva, but that was us at a friend's wedding. I loved that pink jacket so hard you could not say anything to me. I even had this really cute piece of jewelry on my hand that I love. You could not, you couldn't. I loved that jacket so much. It was my favorite. This is my mama. I know you don't want to look at my family photos. That's my mama. That was my 40th birthday. Yeah, 40th birthday. And she put a picnic together for me and my friends. Best mama for me. I wish everyone had mama like my mama. She is the reason why I'm fat. What other? But she was a good mama. She's the reason why I'm still warm at night because she made me 500 quilts. I'm trying to look for the vintage photos, but I don't see too many. Anyway, I have a lot of photos of my parents and their friends smoking in the early 80s with the windows closed. I was going to do an art project out of that. So look at that table. Drugs were done on that table and I watched. So drugs were done on that table in the early 80s in Southern California. Yeah. But I was going to do like a cute art project. Cute. Not really cute. More of a statement art project of all of the photos I have of people smoking in the 80s because it was just every single picture is people smoking. So where are the rest of these photos? I think there must be another set somewhere else because these look mostly like the photos I'm probably going to keep and repurpose into an art project that I will have out so I can enjoy it. Yeah. My parents were very heavy smokers up until the day that they died. My mom died of lung cancer, so yeah. My dad was in the military. Look at that stash. Look at it. You can tell it's pretty grand. It was the Navy stash. I tell you what. he rocked it. And then as soon as he got out of the military, he grew his hair forever. Did not like to cut it. Did not like to do any of that. Yeah, there must be another set of photos because these are the ones that I want to keep. Oh, this is the last one. This is like showing your vacation slides. And you're holding people hostage in your den while you show them your vacation slides. I don't want to do that to you. This is baby Gemma also. Oh, there's a glare. Circa 1986-ish. Probably the first pair of glasses that I had because I could not read the board as of second grade. Of course, no one believed me. I was like, they thought I just couldn't read, but I was like, no, I can't see the board. And I was getting perms every year. I have dirt under my fingernails because I'm probably helping my dad in the shed hammer things together. So, yeah, there must be another set. I'll have to look for those because these are not the cool photos that I want to keep. These are all people, most of them are people I know. Like, these are really neat. Neat military photo. This is going to be San Diego. Again, somewhere in the mid 60s, I think. My dad was born in 1948. So, and he joined the Navy before he was supposed to. I love these. But again, anywho, hi everybody. My name is Jeanette. Gemma. Oh, that's my grandma. But like somebody who's into military San Diego stuff will be into this. Like these are probably the barracks at San Diego. And I would love for people to have them. Oh, my cat is using a litter box. But anyways, these two are definitely going. These are adorable. I just don't know who they are. So they don't have like really any meaning to me. What else? I got some Popular Mechanics. I've got a Newsweek magazine with what is her name? Oh, what is her name? Famous actress from 1966. It's falling apart already. This is my dad's from his estate. Oh, what is her name? I can't remember. My dad had it written down with it, which is why he had it. Like, oh, look at this. Look at this. Wait, let me make sure this doesn't fall. 1966 Newsweek. We all know who that guy is. Oh, wait. You would know if I would keep it in frame. Where am I? No, over here. Wait. We know that guy. Like, it's got some neat stuff in here. I doubt that was why my dad had it. You can guess why. But there's a lot of great stuff in here. And my dad was keeping it. It was from his stash. Oh, and it smells so good. Like old paper. Oh. Has a lot of really neat articles in it. So this will be there too. I'm not going to cut this one up. It's going to be sold as is. But there's a ton of, there's a lot of articles about psychedelics and our relationship with China and wars. And there's an article in here about General Dynamics and submarines and Indonesia. There's some political cartoons in here with Nixon. It looks like Nixon and somebody else. I can't remember their name, but yeah. So this will be in there because I really don't have anything to do with it, and my dad would probably rather also have somebody. Un momento, por favor. Oh, I forgot. Anyways, we did not come here to look at all of this stuff, I'm pretty sure. But that'll be some of the stuff that I'll have. I'm going to do a military show as well, which I think I will probably need to promote since it's not my regular thing. I'm not a military seller, but I have a lot of military stuff from my dad's estate that is better with somebody. I have military stuff from my dad that I'm keeping as mementos. I have like his hat, one of his hats, and I have his like retirement plaque that lists all of his tours of duty. I don't know what you would call them. He was in the Navy. I'm not sure if they call them tours of duty, but all of the ships that he's ever been on. It has his pins, and then I have his flag from when he retired. But a lot of this stuff, again, it's cool. I just think somebody else could use it someplace else. And this has like, this is, you get these when you cross the equator. And it talks about Davy Jones. So they get this. It says, to all sailors, wherever ye may be, and to all mermaids, whales, sea serpents, porpoises, sharks, dolphins, eels, snakes, suckers, crabs, lobsters, and all other living things of the sea, greetings. Know ye that on this 10th day of November, 1982, I was 5, in latitude 0 and longitude 83 degrees minus 50, I don't know, I have no idea, there appeared within our royal domain the USS Samuel Gompers, number 8037, bound for the equator. And for the tropical island, Diego Garcia, be it remembered, the said vessel and officers and crew thereof have been inspected and passed on by ourselves and our royal staff, and be it known by all ye sailors, our marines, land lubbers, and others who may be honored by his presence, that EMC Ralph E. Wilson, having been found worthy to be remembered as one of our trustworthy shellbacks, he has been duly initiated into the solemn ministries of the ancient order of the deep. Be it further understood that by virtue of the power invested in me, I do hereby command all my subjects to show due honor and respect to him wherever he may be. Disobey this order under penalty of royal displeasure, given under hand and seal this 10th day of November, 1982, signed by Davy Jones, His Majesty's, and His Majesty's scribe, and Neptunus Rex, ruler of the raging main something by his servant, Captain somebody. And I have a few of, I have like 3 of these. There's some, hi, Ethel, I did see your message, but I did one of those things where I looked at it and I responded to it in my head, and then, oh, this is the certificate. I don't know if they give these out anymore. This is the certificate that sailors would receive when they crossed the equator. When they crossed the equator. It's from Davy Jones and Neptunus Rex. This one is from 1982, as my dad sailed across the equator on the USS Samuel Gompers. I think all of his ships are retired now, or are sunk in for training. But it is not. It's vellum. It's definitely not rice. It is very old vellum. Probably like parchment vellum. And it's got great colored in. Wait, let me turn my camera back on over here so I can see myself. Maybe refresh. 1 minute. There we go. So it has this great artwork on it. And a mermaid. We're not going to show her things again. Oh, she's got them too. Gosh darn it. And a lobster and a seahorse. There's a doubloon. There's another seahorse and a crab. And another inappropriate mermaid. Not for children. I'm having like an ephemera show on Friday. So yeah, it would probably copy really great. I was thinking about getting a scanner. They have some good ones listed on Marketplace right now that would probably be nice to scan some of these things in. But so I'm having an ephemera show on Friday. I think it might end up being like actual vintage ephemera instead of adding some new, because I wasn't sure if I would have enough old stuff, but I think I will. I don't have an baby. I have an Android, or I have an iPad, but I'm an Android girl. I'll have this there too, since you asked about rice paper. 9 pound, 8.5 by 11 onion skin paper. This one is from Sears. Because I went on a weird spending spree buying onion skin. To me, this doesn't feel like onion skin. It says it is, but it feels more like regular typewriter paper. So it must be something different than the other onion skin that I know of. So playing pool today. What? Yeah, let me show you. I have a whole bunch of like onion skin. Is that what I think of when I think of onion skin, which is like the very crinkly paper. I have that too, which feels more like, here, let me see if I can. Cool. Sorry, I'm trying to show you that it has like, there's no seeing it. But there's a watermark there. And I have 3 boxes of onion skin. I've got the typewriter paper, and then I've got the regular onion skin. I really like to pass that along. And I've got the letter size for the typewriter and the onion skin. And then I have some legal size, Southworth. Do I have 4 boxes? Oh my gosh. So I'll have that on Friday as well. These are like little packets that I cut up because I had some onion skin, like random onion skin in a bag. So I decided to cut that up. So hello, Penelope. It is the typewriter paper. This paper is very smooth. Very, very smooth. This is the nice stuff. This is the kind of stuff that when you use it on the typewriter, it leaves that little impression, almost like a letter press. That's this kind of paper. That paper, though, has the cockle finish to it. So it has that crispiness, like it feels like it's been in the oven or something. Like somebody made it wet, put it in the oven, and it's kind of got a nice cockle finish. So I'll have that there on Friday. I also have 2 dictionary hardcovers. There also, which I'm going to not do myself, I'm going to let somebody else have the pleasure of turning those into junk journals. So I love my typewriter. I need to get new ribbon for it. Mine is, I have a manual one where you have to like really press down on the keys to make it work. And then I have the electric one. The electric one is one that I like because it does that sound. Oh my gosh, it's like a portal into the past. Um, but I have that. The last time I went to try and use it, the ink ribbon, it's all dried up. So I think it's a Smith Corona, something like that. I got mine off FB Marketplace. That is the best place to get them. And once you search for that or you look at one on that site, you will see 20 ads for them. I paid like $20 for mine, and it's in perfect condition. Perfect condition. Just remember that if you want the one where it's easier to type, it's the electric. If you want the one that's old fashioned, and you have finger strength, that is the manual one. And you will literally have to, like, the secretaries back in the day, they must have had like fingers like with muscles. Yeah, that FB Marketplace is one of the best places to get to look for first, because first of all, you're probably not going to have to pay shipping. If you go to Ebu, you will have to pay shipping, and it's going to be heavy or whatever. So highly recommend. I'm actually excuse me, supposed to be picking up some board books today, but I didn't get the car today, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do. And some old Cooks magazines from Facebook, and I'm paying like $1 a piece for the board books, less than $1 for the magazines, and oh yeah, an antique cash register would be nice. Ding! Yeah, that would be really nice. But I'm gonna take the board books. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. I might have to ask her for tomorrow in the afternoon, but I'm gonna take the board books, which are good for glue books. Probably not so much scrap journal or like junk journaling, because they're only so thick. So they're better for like a really flat surface. I think I'm going to gesso them. I'm gonna, repair them a little if they need it. I'm going to put white gesso on them. Not all of them. I think I'm just going to do that. Like because I don't, if somebody wants one that's not touched, we'll do that. I'll gesso them, and then I want to make the edges look cool, or gesso the edges so it's not the so it's like ready. It's like you can put it on your desk and start doing your junk journaling or artistic journaling. So peel yours. Are you talking to me, Tweet? Because I'm not paying attention to the chat as much as I should. What am I peeling? My book boards? My magazines? I'm not going to peel them. They're going to stay together, because if I peel them, they're going to be gross. I'm going to put white gesso over them. So I think I'm getting 30 total. I think I'll probably take like 15 of them, and I'm going to prep them so that somebody can start right away. And then I'm going to leave the other 15 as is, so that folks can do what they want to do with them. But I'm going to put white gesso. I want to keep one for myself. Because I was like, I really want to have a book board kind of journal. And this lady was selling them on there, and I could make them. I have so much board to be able to make them myself, but that's just ridiculous. I'm getting them for like $1 a piece. So I'm going to sell them as is if people want those, but then I'm also want to have some that are prepared so that people can jump right in, and don't have to do it. So, and that is inspired by, from YouTube, Artsy Erin. She does a lot of board book journaling, and she's a lot of composition book journaling. I love her stuff. She doesn't do necessarily, hers is more artistic. It is junk because she's using like the inside of envelopes or business envelopes, magazines, whatever. But hers are very flat, and she uses mostly paint or paper to make statements in her book. Not necessarily political, but more like ethical statements. I really like it. So her name is Artsy by Erin. She's one of my favorites. And then there's Cut Paint Glue. Cut Glue. I think it's Cut Paint Glue. Who's adorable and happy, and she does glue books, like actual glue books. Like she takes the magazines and she fussy cuts everything out, and books and stuff like that, and she does themes and things like that. I would like to create one of those too. I found that I have like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. I have 16 blank composition books. Why? That's not even all of them. I can guarantee you there's like another 5 or 6 under my bed in storage. And I think I'm going to do something with those too. Right now, I just seem to be talking. So a little bit of this and that. Welcome into my show where I'm just jibber jabbering for the last hour and 30 minutes. And I've made a mess of my desk now. So yeah, Newsweek, Popular Mechanics will be here. Tweet, did you see the old photos? Aren't those nice? They're so cool. These look like maybe 19... Oh, I'm so not great at dates. I want to say like 1940s or 50s. But I'll have photos also there. And then I'll have a military show in May to pass along some military stuff that I have from my dad's estate, and some Jack and Jill magazines, which I have a set of them for myself that I am cutting apart. And then I'll hand over a few if people want them whole. But they have these cute paper dolls. So they usually have a paper doll feature. It feels like every other month. So there's one paper doll. Not sure about this one. There's another paper doll. I have a whole bunch of covers that are cute. And I just love the color. This combination of colors is one of my favorites. And then I've been cutting out artwork from those magazines. Not all of them, but some of them. So we have this one, which is really cute. But I've kept back. This is probably my favorite cover. My favorite art. Oh, this one's nice. So I'm obsessed with these. They have great artwork in them. You can tell they're hand-drawn. Lots of animal photos, things like that. This one has a game as the center. So instead of dolls, this one's cute. And I have a lot of these. I have more than enough to cut up and to sell whole. Cute little sister making her doll. A little brother there, probably another brother over here. So these could make great junk journal covers. I would say you'd have to reinforce the spine to do that. So these will be there. I will have cutouts of art and text from these on Friday. I have so much that I have not even gone through yet. Look at this cute. Look at how cute he is. And like this one, they wrote on, like they filled out the puzzle, but I'll cut out the images and I'll have those for you on Friday. So that'll be exciting. And I'm pretty sure I'll have enough that it'll be all actual vintage and not new vintage, because I have some of that too. They're magazines back from, so this one is 1950. I was introduced to these on Whatnot. Somebody selling ephemera, and I love the way that she was selling it. Like you could pick a book or a magazine. So she'd have Jack and Jill, or she'd have Cosmopolitan or something like that. So you could pick whichever one you wanted. So and then you'd go to the next set and you would pick other ephemera, and there was like 8 different things you could pick. So that's where I got introduced to these. They are Jack and Jill magazines made here in the US. And there's usually a paper doll in the center, or a game or whatever, but it has really cute art on it. And it features art that kids have brought in. But look at this. Look at that drawing. That's like lovely. But yeah, I've bought quite a few of these. Oh, look at this one. And I have enough that I can cut some up, and then others I'm just going to sell whole for people to do whatever they would like for it. Some of them are very questionable. Oh, look at the kitty. Look at the kitty. Oh, I really need to learn which way my camera's throwing. So I've cut out a lot of pictures, and of course I want to organize them into like, oh, these are pets, these are animals, these are little kids, these are, whatever. But yeah, so this one's from October 1950, and it's got stories in it. Usually it has some kind of cultural feature. So this one talks about Hong Kong and China, and story. It sounds like stories from children outside of America, and it's got some great old photos. Let's see. Like there's one here about the Delta, and it tells here at the bottom, explains words they may not hear, like Cajun, a word used as a name for Acadian people and their descendants. Many of the Cajuns in Louisiana live on the Mississippi Delta Bayou, a marshy inlet running back from a river pronounced bayou. Yeah, so really has really neat artwork in it. And the pages are like a nice creamy color that would be good for collage. But it's the pictures that I think are really nice. But some of them are very questionable. And those are the ones that I'm cutting up. But yeah, great cover art. I think if you wanted to use, like, repurpose this as a junk journal, it would probably need to be, I don't know. I don't even know how you would prepare it to be a junk journal, but if you wanted to, this was 25 cents. This magazine was 25 cents in 1950, and the art is continuous on the cover. The Happy Mail. Well, I have two different kinds of Happy Mail. I guess I should talk about those things since I'm yammering on. The Happy Mail for the month of May, or for the month of April, which will be available until April 30th. I send. I don't have one nearby. I hand drew a picture, a coloring page, and a theme, and this theme was Happy Mail. I don't know why I'm reorganizing. I'm trying to get things settled back here so the background's a little bit nicer. So everything is moved around. But it comes with a little coloring page, hand drawn by me, that says Happy Mail on it. It's got flowers and stuff like that. And then I stick some stickers in there. I'm just like throwing stuff in to get it to the first class mail. So that comes first class mail with the $1 one. The $5 one, yeah, let's see. Oh no. The $5 one, do I have one in here? Sort of. The $5 one comes with a custom stencil. This is not the end one. The custom stencil for April's this C letter and these dots. I left these out because it was too difficult to use these and not get the rest of it in there, unless you're really good at blocking things out. But it comes with a stencil like that I made and cut out. It comes with some dictionary pages. Boy, I better find those because I have quite a few made up. It comes with some dictionary pages that have been taken from a few vintage being like 80s. Why don't I have those? I'm such a horrible salesperson. Yeah, some vintage dictionary pages with words that start with the letter C. And then it also comes with letters and phrases to cut out, which a lot of people I see use more for ATCs than anything else. C for Chelsea. There you go. But so the words that come with it, they come like black lettering on white cardstock. There is white, like solid black white lettering on cardstock. Is that one the cardstock? And then some vellum phrases. So it comes with that. It's a nice little pack to get you started. There's something else. There's something else. Let me do this from my phone. And that one's for $5. Hopefully I can get the one from May finished, because I tell you what, there is the deluxe mail that I have. The one for May, I themed around kind of Mother's Day, more of a tribute to my mother than Mother's Day. And the coloring page is adorable. Very intricate. So I'm actually going to do it on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. I'm going to score it so that it can be folded and still not destroyed by being folded. It's well worth it though to have it in 8.5 by 11. It's very adorable. But if I can't find my Apple Pencil, I'm gonna be in trouble because I need to ink it still. The drawing is finished. I just need to ink it. But yeah, so I think the letter for May is going to be like M or R. M for like mom, or R. So, or maybe I'll do a vowel. I haven't actually decided yet. Um, oh, thank you for the purchase. Yay! Where are they? When I tell you that my life is a mess, when I tell you, um, oh, okay, these are the regular Happy Mail. Oh, it doesn't say Happy Meal. It says thank you on it. Okay, that's the regular one. Oh, right. Okay, I found it. Thank you for the encouragement. Everything is falling apart. Oh my goodness. Oh, let me crawl on my chair and shake the world. So, the regular Happy Mail comes with this drawing that I did. Look at those cute little flowers. Got a worm and a ladybug and some made up flowers, and there's a bush there, and then there's Happy Mail in the air. Look at how cute. So it comes with that. And then I've been like stuffing some stickers and little bits of other ephemera in there, like random ones that you don't know are coming. And then with the deluxe kit, this is the stencil that you get. So you get the C, and it's a pretty good, maybe 2.5 inches. You get this pattern here. And then there's like a little squiggle edge that you can do. So there's like 3 things here that you can use doing your art. So, you could put this on like almost at the edge of a piece of paper and do like your blender brush and make kind of like a scalloped border around the card. It comes with this thing, and note that it has a little hanger tag. That's because I'm going to continue doing them until everybody hates them and gets tired of them. So you'll be able to collect them. It comes with the cutout C, because I thought, I don't want to, like, you don't want the dots. Trust me. They're stuck to my floor. All of these little dots had to go somewhere. They're on my floor. But I thought the C would be nice to include, so that, it's a plastic stencil material. Okay, play good, win, or whatever happens. Thanks, Wonderland. So it comes with this. You could, it will probably take alcohol ink. Yeah. But yeah, it comes with some dictionary pages that start with the letter C. So here's like child labor. um, what are other words here? Shield, or no, child. But it's not spelled like child. Chieftain. Chihuahua. And they all have like a few pictures. So I tried to make sure like there was a picture included in at least some of the pages. So it comes with those. And then it comes with these words. So this is vellum. And the words are great for, again, ATC. And they say their C words are C related. So cherish, challenge, calm, comfort, continue. And then on some white cardstock are phrases, or like a few phrases. So these say, what you nurture grows, create a life that feels like you, craft your days with gentle intention. Curiosity will take you somewhere new. Claim your space without shrinking. We've heard that one recently. And then there's one that does like the black background, kind of like one of those stamp presser things. And these say integrity is a quiet kind of power. Growth lives where comfort ends. Speak to yourself like someone you love. Speak to yourself like someone you love. I'm saying that to myself as much as I'm saying it to anybody out there. Trust yourself. You've done the hard things before. Comfort can grow alongside courage. Continue even when it feels slow. Consistency builds the life you want. Create without waiting for permission, and celebrate progress no matter how small. So these are, I think the kit is perfect for, if you're making ATCs. There's a little bit of everything. I'm going to try and make them different but the same every month. So it'll always come with a stencil. I think it'll probably always come with dictionary pages until I run out of them. I may as well keep these here so I can mail them out later. But I think it's gonna vary on some other stuff. But thank you. I just saw that message. 3 more for 100 sales. I think my sales too are sitting at around 400-ish total for April. So that's also nice. Most of that done in the shows I did the other last week. Wednesday, I think. Yeah. Anyways, so that's that. But I think there's literally nowhere to put anything. But yeah, so May, I think I'm gonna do M for mom. Or maybe I'll pick a vowel. Thank you, Wonderland, for your purchase of Happy Mail. Am I in your craft room? I am in your craft room. Hi, Mel. It's looking better. It's looking better. Like, I'm getting all of this sourced material figured out, all the paper. I'm getting these drawers finally from the destashing, finally kind of cleared out. 100 sales! Yay! Thank you guys. What are you going to do with all this Happy Mail, though? You're going to get duplicates of Happy Mail. It is not organized. Trust me. Trust me. It is not. And it's not organized in the way that my brain wants it to be organized. Like, well, I would take my iPad off and show you, but it'll go crazy. Let me see. Has anyone ever switched between like, oh, I'm on the iPad and now I'm on the phone? Has anyone done that before? You will. And you'll like May also, because it's for moms. Because I have my phone hooked up today and I was like, oh, can I move from like the iPad to the phone easily or not? Because I could show you what these okay. But in my head, them being not organized is like I have tape with jewelry making supplies. That's heinous. That's awful. That is not organized to me in my probably autistic ADHD, definitely ADHD brain. Tape and jewelry making supplies. What kind of hellscape is that? Yeah. I've got metal findings with elastic cord. What's the world coming to? Cats and dogs living with each other. It's just wild and crazy. Oh, we're not going to even open that drawer. That drawer is a disaster. But I'm going to do another destash to help. No, I don't have anything in the bin. Yeah, I don't have anything in the bin. I think I'm just going to keep the bin to being Happy Mail and then just doing auctions. because I had stuff in the bin, and I think I just need to figure out what would be a better option in the bin to be there all the time. So I'll probably put like my kits in there, my travel starter kit, junk journal starter kit. I'll probably keep that in there. Especially since I want to put it in there by color so people can pick the color bag that they want. And then I'll put my like DIY starter journal kits in there. So those will be there because I love putting, I'm a kit person. So, I mean, I guess it could be considered organized, but in my brain, this is disaster. This is disaster. Tape and joy making supplies. What kind of crazy talk is that? Yeah, I could do that. Um, and on that topic, Miss Unique, I have some jewelry making stuff we might want to put in with that if you want to do a trade, because I have some silver wire, actual silver. I think some of it is hollow, so it's tube silver that you might want. What do paper pieces look like? Well, right now I don't have any, but some of the paper pieces I would put in there if I had them ready is I've been cutting up old magazines. I have some vintage onion skin paper and typewriting paper, like 9-pound paper they used to use back more recently, back in during wartime, because you could write more on a really thin piece of paper. I also have a whole lot of scrap paper that I'd like to get through that I've had for a really long time. So yeah, well, let me see. Let me see. Oh, I want to show you this. So it's not all marked. There's like 2 pieces. So there's 20 gauge sterling silver wire round, half hard, 5 foot. I'm not going to use this. So if that's something that you would use, because I think you're a gold girly. So and I have like some copper wire and some of this other stuff, and it's just I like doing jewelry with pins. Those are my favorite. Actually, I found some. I'll show you. This silver one, the gauge is it's 20 gauge, so it's pretty thick. It's pretty thick. I'm not sure about these other ones. I don't think there's another silver one that I have that I keep moving around because it's in the way. And of course, I don't know where that is right now. So it's somewhere. But then I have just like regular white. These are definitely not silver. These are just white metal in various gauges. This is like thread. So this is very bendable. But these take pliers to bend. So, okay. But here's some jewelry that I've made. Oh, wow. Ooh. I was really big into metal stamping. And I still have all of my stamping stuff. So like that kind of metal stamping with the letters, which it looks like trash because it is. It was like my first attempt. I did get a better one. But my friend, this is one of her Bible quotes. So it says, for I have given rest to the weary. Oh, and then I have no idea what the rest of it says. So we know God gave rest to the weary. I was really into the Mandalorian for a while. So it's got a lot of Mandalorian Gemma girl. I'm going to be selling off these, like the rings and the bracelets. So I'll have to remember to put those in there. Oh, that's weird. Oh, it's Jeremiah 31:25. For I have given rest to the weary and joy to the sorrowing. So I would make things like this. So I did something like this for a friend. I actually put it on, ended up putting on like a bracelet one because it was just too much to try and get it good on here. But like the lettering. And I think I'm going to keep the lettering. It would be really expensive to ship. In case no one's told you today, you're worth it. And I have a poop ton of letters. I probably have most of the ones that have been released by, we won't show you that one. I will, the heck does that say? Something about Baby Yoda and dying. And it's got a green flat on it. No idea. But also, I forgot that this was all in here. Because there are some, oh, what is it called? Impression art. I have probably 80% of the letter sets that they have out from Impression Arts. I think I'm going to keep them. Anyways, I got some keys. Those I'm keeping too. I love these. I think these are from Hoblob. They're like oh no, these are from Schmeichel's. These are wooden pieces. I love, of course, if you've been here before, you know that I love wood crafting. So there's a lot of wood crafting stuff that I have, and I loved those. I'm gonna pair of earrings out of this one. Very simple pair of earrings, and I wore them to work, and my heart was crushed because my boss was like, "What are those? What are those?" And it was like these cutting board looking things, and then it had like really bright, colorful hanging beads on it. They were heckin' adorable, I tell you. I should have told her to shut up. She's like, oh, what are those? What are those? Oh my gosh. What are those? And not the fun kind of what are those? The bad kind. Anyway. Yeah. I'm just talking up. So thank you for the 100 sales. Hi, everybody who's come in that I've basically ignored as I'm chatting my head off. Hi, Bent Cedar Farms. Welcome in. Hey, while everyone is here, everyone being all 8 of us, if you are a seller of something, put a little emoji down in the chat so that we can follow you. I need to do that for tomorrow for my Happy Mail unboxing. I want to make sure I have the usernames or the tag names for everybody. So if you get a random notification that you've been mentioned somewhere, it's because I'm opening your Happy Mail, and I want to make sure that everyone has your correct username. So I need to do that tonight. There's so much to do. So yeah. Any questions? Anybody? Why am I like this? I don't know. Sugar. No free promo. Sugar. No free promo. You guys are the best. I don't know what I would have not continued this without you guys. I honestly think the number one advice in becoming a seller on Whatnot is get a community first. Get a community first, because if you just go out there and start hawking your wares, and you don't have somebody out there supporting you through the the beginning, it would be not good. Is Bev still in here? Bev, if you're in here, I've created a pile for you of stuff. So you have, I think I need to start a bin for a few people. I'm just going to have a bin that says like all of your names on them and the stuff that I see that I think that you'll want. Oh, nice. Thank you, Mel Ramsey. Yeah. Yeah, my dad retired at 22 years, I think. And he was from Chicago, but he got his training, his boot camp, whatever you want to call that, in San Diego. I don't know what date that show is. That show, Military Ephemera, May 25th. I also have a Disney Winnie the. I'm all over the place. I just changed topics. I have a Mouse in the House show on June 5th, which hopefully I can keep. I'm waiting for some stuff to come in. But I want to try and make my own stuff. I just want to look. I want to check into some things. Hi, Karen Eve. Welcome in. Is that Memorial Day? Oh, crud. Wait, what day is Memorial Day? Oh, really? Oh, 5/25. Oh, that's ironic. Maybe that would be a good day to keep it. But yeah, I have I choked to death. I have a lot of my dad's military ephemera from his estate that I would like to hand off to somebody. If I can't do it here, I'm gonna try and find a VFW nearby, because I really don't want to throw it away. And I'd rather it go to somebody to make something beautiful and useful out of. I will take a drink of my non-branded carbonated caramel beverage. 911. Anyways. So yeah, I have a pile started for Bev. I have a pile started for Unique. So, yeah. Yes. I figured if I have my dad's flag from when he retired. I don't have that out usually. I don't know why that one hurts a little bit more than having his service history out in the open. But I have everything for it. I have the certificate of authenticity and all of that comes with it because my dad kept everything. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that. But I got $1. I got $1. Yeah. Hey. Anyways, I didn't really do much crafting. I did a lot of chatting. Unless there's something else you want to see. There's something else I can show you. It's 50 degrees outside and cloudy in Linwood, Washington. After having a beautiful week last week. Don't tell anybody, but it was beautiful last week in Seattle. So, you turned into little rascals? Give you a nickel for that pickle. Yeah. Yeah, I've evidently when they do a tour on a ship, they do kind of like a yearbook thing. And I think I have like 2-ish of those from my dad. that I would love for someone else to take. Again, I don't have any children. I am the last branch on this family tree. And if I don't have it out and am enjoying it, I'd rather pass it along. So, what else? Anything else you want to see? Questions? I've been itching to do more jelly plate, but I'm trying to focus on work during work hours, and not fun. Did you guys tweet? Did you see this? Did you see my little shelf? Actually, I'm not sure. Look at how pretty. So I'm using, this is made out of cardboard. So this is what I made last Monday on the show. This is board also. I don't know why I can't remember the name of it right now. It is work. It is work. However, there's other, like, I need to prepare for the shows that I have scheduled. But I moved the show to finish this for next Monday, and I will finish this over the week. And I'm adding paper clay to it to kind of give it a relief. So it's got some depth to it. If you go on Pinterest and search the word niche, or niche, it's Niche, you will find my inspiration for this. And I love these. I worked with a lady who did outreach for Latin American families in Seattle, and she showed me a picture of one of these, and I was like, what is that? I love that. So I don't know. I'm going to finish this one. This is the former art shelf. I expanded on it. I'm going to put this little candle is probably going to go inside the arch. And then this is going to get painted some nice bright colors, like traditional colors. But my friend Lourdes, she was a community outreach person for our Latin American families in Seattle, and she was always showing me the coolest stuff. She always had her little altars that they would do. They were so stinking cute. We bonded over crafting big time. So I'll have that. We'll finish that on Monday. I'm going to try and make another one of these, but I'm going to sell this on the show. So hopefully I can make it look really nice. It was really fun to figure out. I was like, the shelf, it needs something else. I want it to be bigger, more substantial. So I added this chipboard. I put this chipboard on it after the fact, and I was like, how am I gonna do this? So I basically glued them together, and then figured it out afterwards, and then have been adding paper clay, which I don't have near me right now. Been adding paper clay to it, and then I will gesso it, because this stuff really absorbs paint. You can actually dye this. I wish I could remember the brand. It's a really cute brand you can find in Michael's, or really anywhere. It's a pretty standard brand, and I think it's from Japan. It's very fluffy feeling. This does not feel like normal paper clay that's heavy. This is very light, but it's really absorbent. I'm gonna gesso it, so I need to make sure it's gessoed probably by Friday so that I can paint it. And I'm gonna do really bright, traditional colors, like the really bright colors and stuff. What else? Yeah. So I am a busy bee. When I say I'm busy, I may not be busy all 8 hours straight, but if there's 24 hours in the day, I'm busy for like 14 of them, and they're just broken up. So corporate America does not fit into that kind of routine. But it works really well when you're working for yourself and you have to make your own money. So do we want to craft? Are you guys interested in watching? I don't know why you don't want to watch me craft. I don't know who else is on right now. Buy, Create, Repeat is on. Penelope is on. Adrian is on it almost 2 hours away. I Can Craft. Tasha. Oh, that's right. Tasha will be on. Why isn't her thing on here? I don't see her show though. Are we sure she's on today? Okay. I was gonna say, did she block me? Cool. Yeah, I don't see her. So like Buy, Create, Repeat is on, and we can rate into them, and then I have some packaging of Happy Mail to do. Maybe she just needed a day. Maybe she just needed. Are you going to be on tonight, Miss Mel Ramsey? Pretty sure I have a show bookmark for you for tonight or tomorrow night. Oh, that's right. Her windows are getting replaced. Oh, no, I'm joking. I would never think she would do that. Again, mouth, brain, fingers, brain work at different timing. I would never think she did that. Yes. Never. It was just supposed to be funny and wasn't. It's me self-rejecting before somebody rejects me. I'm really good at that. So ask any of my ex-boyfriends and they will tell you I've got a problem. Do you want to craft together? I can get something set up if you'd like that, since there's not a ton of people on. I was thinking of taking those composition books apart, and I saw someone build a book together using the composition signatures. So I was going to do that. I was going to ask Miss Chris if she wanted to go over bookbinding, because I want to make some, you can upcycle dictionary covers or hard book covers, but you can also make them. This is the last bit of this fabric that I have. And I love this fabric. I bought it with my mom and she was here in 2018, and this is the last bit of it left. So I was going to hand make a hard cover for turning into junk journals. And they're going to have 3 elastic things in the middle. I'm going to hide them. And then on the outside of the cover, I'm going to have a ribbon of some sort. I know I don't have to hide them, that people don't mind them exposed, but I was going to make some of those. And Chris said that she was having trouble with the hardcover backing. So I wish I had a book bound that I could show you guys. I have signatures and all of that, and they just need to be bound. So it suddenly got quiet. Is that me? Oh, weird. Why would you be listening? So I was going to do that because she said she was having trouble, and I think I understand why she's having trouble. When you do bookbinding, like if you're to go to a bookbinder, like a professional bookbinder, they do not glue fabric onto paper directly. They're going to make a book cover, and the book cover or the book cloth has a barrier between it and the book cloth has fabric, and then there's like a barrier. And I don't see a lot of people doing that. It's going to make the journal last longer if you do that. And I use, what is that called? The sewing fusible web kind of stuff and tissue paper to do that. I think it makes them much more, the cover will last a lot longer. The glue isn't going to come through the fabric when you're like gluing the fabric directly to your junk journal. So I was going to make some of those. And I think I think the issue that she's having is, why doesn't it look like what I was expecting it to look like when she has it all assembled. So I was going to help her out with that. I'll have to send her a message. But I think the thing people are missing is when you have a hardcover book, you know, there's like the spine has kind of like a channel on both sides. Hi, Melissa Campbell. The spine has that channel that people are looking for. I don't know if that's what she's looking for, but there's a reason why it wouldn't do that. And that's what she's expecting. So I need to talk to her about that and find out what it is that she is expecting and not getting. But I have, yeah, I need to make those. Those are not priority right now because I need to do the Happy Mail thing. So welcome in anybody who is coming in now. Welcome to chatting and more chatting. What could I work on right now? Any requests? I know somebody's probably yelling at me like, don't request from the chat. Just do something. You'll be back. I'll be back. Okay. I also need to do, I have a ton of embossing folders. And I want to, when I say a ton, I mean a ton. Actually, let's, okay. And she keeps digging and digging. Oh, wow. This is my stamp and embossing folder. Oops. Thing. I wanted to do some of those. So let's look through these. Let me get up here and we'll change my camera. Excusez-moi. Oh, that didn't sound good. I do. Hi, Hyperfocus. I was just talking about you. Were you summoned? Did someone summon you? Or were you here responding to me probably the whole time and I'm an idiot? Hey, don't look at that. No free branding. There. I just realized the other day, you know, I could just turn my iPad around. Oh, okay. Because I was just talking about the book covers and like, what was it about the heart? Hopefully I'm not too loud because I'm closer to the microphone. Let me know if I am, and I will chill the heck out. Okay, let me find my camera. So my camera Move this stuff. So I'm going to see if you wanted to do that together. Maybe we can do a show and co-host. But I wanted to find out what result you were getting that you weren't expecting. Here we go. Let me see if I can get this slightly higher. My mom. I don't have dark humor things, but sometimes I do. I'm so sorry. Sometimes I do a little bit of dark humor. That's my mom in the corner that you can see. Her name is Diana. Yeah, can you tell me, you said you were working on bookbinding, like book covers. What issue are you having? Because I'm curious. We could do a show together, can co-host or something, and I can see if I can help. So these are, wow. So my camera is way up here. Got it. Well, hello there. I'm starting to recognize names. Don't anyone tell anyone else that I have non Stampin' Up embossing things. Yeah, and I these are not opened. I got these because I wanted to offer doing that. I know not everyone has the can do the big embossing thing. This one's lettering. But I was thinking of grabbing some cardstock or some of my paper that is older. Wait, how close? Okay, so it's like, so, okay, so we'll put her there and then I can kind of tell better. Or book pages. Yeah, like I have dictionary pages, but I was going to do some of that embossing. Not for this week, probably. This week we'll probably stick to the actual vintage ephemera, and I think I'll do a new vintage ephemera show. This is my favorite, the little dots. But I have, so if you're here and, okay, I just was like, is that the same thing? Wait, this is really difficult knowing where everything is. Look how cute that is. It is, it's got butterflies, mushrooms, flowers, and they were on sale, and they keep going on sale on the Amazon, by the way. I think they're on sale right now. This one is butterflies. I've got like a cable knit one. I do have the Stampin' Up! Ones. These are postage die, some flowers. But I have these for the purpose of, I love these. Wait, right there. They're like little postage stamp frames. It's Jim. It's Jim. It's not even Tim. I was calling him Tim Holtz. Jim Holtz. Oh goodness. Yeah, I really like, I like to be picky about it. I'm like, if I'm gonna spend time and muscle running these through to create something for somebody to use, I want to get the really pretty one. Sorry, you can't see that. I really like this one. I'm just not sure what paper that I want to use. And I have like butterfly die cut. This one is from Michael's Recollections. If you want this, do not buy it until Recollections goes on sale because the price is stupid. And I was dumb and I bought it when it wasn't on sale. Don't be like me. Be smart and buy it on sale. Oh, this is another one that I love. I am not running them. Do you need them? This one, oh, you can't see this. Oh, there we go. This one is like wood texture. So, and these I'm going to use to make emboss paper to sell. So, not necessarily selling the thing, but selling the paper. I have the Spellbinder one. One moment. I will get her out for you. I have the Spellbinder one. And this one is not the biggest one. This one is probably the average one people buy. And I haven't used it since I got it. Not because I don't want to, but again, trying to prioritize my time. Let's open up this one. This one's really pretty. Yeah, I didn't get the electric one. It was just like out of my price range. And if you didn't know this, there's a really great lady on YouTube named Jennifer McGuire. She's almost exclusively Spellbinder kind of person, Gina K. And she uses her embossing folders beautifully. And she shows like the technique where you can put your stamp ink pad down on this and also kind of make a you're coloring it while you're stamping, embossing it. I got this one just the other day because I keep seeing this one on Facebook. Let me look at the thing. The metal doodads so I can cut ephemera stuff. Oh, so like the dies. So like the metal dies, like this butterfly. Oh, it's not a butterfly. No, I've already lost it. I yelled about it and then immediately lost it. I bought this one just this week because if you go onto Facebook, there is a group on there called, it's like Junk Journaling No Rules. I don't like to sell on that group because they prefer you go through PayPal and or like cash apps and stuff. And I don't like that because they complain a lot about people not following through with their claims. And I'm like, y'all just need to get on to Whatnot. And if they want it, they claim it and they pay for it right away. But there's someone on there who uses this kind of embossing folder, and literally all she does is emboss paper, put a very simple charm on it, sells them for like $3 or $4 and shipping. Minimal effort. And it just blows me away. So I was like, I can do that. I just want people to come over to Whatnot. Gorgeous. It's like sunflowers. Oh. I love these. And here's the stamp one. This one, it's a 3D emboss and cut. So it comes with the embossing folder and the die cut. And the emboss folder has like a stamp texture or stamp, whatever those are called. Love those. I need to do some of those too. Oh goodness. Are you looking for like hand cutters or the machine? I'm curious. Like I know you're already getting help because I'm not reading chat very faithfully. This one is gorgeous. Love this one. Of course, you know who I bought this with in mind was Bev. So, but I was thinking, so the embossing folders have like a convex and a concave side. So you could stamp your ink on the convex side, and it makes a really neat, like a letterpress kind of technique. So, anywho, I have a few cheap ones that I got because they have the hearts, the polka dots, and like kind of normal ones. This one has concentric circles, basket weave. I love this one. I also really love this one. It's probably really hard to look. It probably messes with the camera, but I really love the lines too. Wow, that's a great price. That's where I should have gotten mine. Yeah, that's where I should have gotten mine. But I was being, I don't know, being a snob about it. Anywho, okay. So, I think we should raid into somebody. Well, we still have a few people here. If you purchase Happy Mail, thank you so much for doing that purchase and getting me to 100. I will prepare those and send them out today. If Mel Ramsey, if you're still on, I need to send you a message about your demo Happy Mail because I'm not sure what's going on with that. So binding anymore. I'm probably gonna work faster when I'm not trying to also entertain. So I probably should do that instead. I've been on for 2.5 hours now. So but she didn't respond. I kept asking her what the trouble was. Did I miss it? Because I was asking what was she expecting that she wasn't getting. So I could help her figure out what it was that she wanted. Because it sounds like she knows what to do, but there's something missing. Hyper. Chris, when you are doing your hard cover, the covers that you were talking about, the bookbinding hardcovers, what about it is missing, like that you're expecting that you're not getting? Because you were saying the other night that it wasn't turning out the way that you thought it would. And I'm curious what that means to you. Because I think, because I'm not sure what's missing from it. Thank you, Tweet. Welcome in, everybody. Oh, you put it all away. Okay. Because I was wondering, like, is it that it doesn't have those channels next to the spine? Is it not sitting properly? Like what about it wasn't turning out the way that you thought it would? Or do you want to plan? Because well, I can show you with paper, actually. I can show you with paper and chipboard. Ooh. Mom, be careful. Okay. Because I feel like the thing that people are usually looking for is that channel to make it look like an actual hardcover book. But it could be a number of things. I actually recommend, if you want to do books regularly, to get one of the kits from Amazon or Amazon's probably the better place. They have kits that you can use to kind of um, standardize your books. You have the all on the thread. Is it the sewing part? The whole punchy thing? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Tell me more. Tell me more. Because I want to do some with cloth. I need to find. I kept fabric back, but I can't seem to find it. I need to find it, and I was going to make some like standard. Mm-hmm. I think we should just do a show. Let's just plan a show, and we'll co-host, and then we can do one together, and I can show you how I do it. Because I've been binding books for, good Lord, how long's it been? It's been 11 years now. And then we can do it at the same time, and we can try it on paper, we can try it on fabric, whatever. So I highly recommend, like, there is a woman on YouTube. Her name is Sea Lemon. She's who taught me how to make hardcover books, how to start making journals. And the thing that I think a lot of people miss with hardcover books is how they're bound and the measurements that go into figuring out how to make it look the way it does. So, bye, tweet. See you later. Hi, Amy. Or AM. Hi, 25037. So I could, she has instructions on that. Like, how there's a gap around the text block, usually like 1/4 of an inch. There are some extra measurements there to keep that book feel to it. And I can go over that. We can look at that together, because I have a ton of text blocks that I could bind, and I think I have the paper that I could do it in paper or cloth, which would be nice because then I can get rid of them. Anywho, honey, I am going to raid in to someone. Okay, that's right. I can't do it from here. How to sew this signature. Yeah, I can show you that too. There's definitely a learning curve in there for that. She goes over that, Sea Lemon, in some of her tutorials. She has a playlist just for her books, her book binding, and she shows how to do it. It's a combination Coptic binding with something else. I can't remember the other something else. But once you get the hang of it, yeah. But I can go over that with you too, and then that gives me some time to go get my cameras from storage so that I can do close up and stream from my computer instead of my iPad. So, yeah. So let's do that. Do you have time this week? Or do you want to try and do it this week? I know we'll have to do it at nighttime, which is fine with me. I feel like you probably prefer nighttime. I'm okay with that. Do you just want to do it during one of your shows? We can do that. And I can, yeah. I used to actually have instructions on how to sew that. I'll have to see if I still have them, because I drew them out on my iPad because I wanted to teach a class. And again, it's not necessarily a Coptic stitch. It's it's a combo stitch, but the sea lemon on her channel, she shows how to do it, and she slows it nice and show. She shows it nice and slow. Oh, that's right. You get a visit from Felice. I have a show tomorrow morning, but let's plan for tomorrow at your night show. It's not 9 p.m. my time. It's probably 6 p.m. my time. Yeah. Yeah, and that's another reason why I want to do it on the computer. I need to do some research on OBS. I've used OBS before, like the fancy way, like people use it on YouTube with all the fancy stuff. I'm not sure if Whatnot allows that, because I've not seen anybody really do that yet, and I don't know if they just aren't aware of how to do it. But I would like to make my setup a little bit more fancy, because then I can put running text on the screen. I can do alerts and stuff like that. Do they use it like that though? Because I've seen people use it to do a split screen. Like Eventful, she uses that to do a split screen. Is that all they use it for though? Are they using it to put any text on this? Okay. So I just want to check and see if that's like a limitation from Whatnot or just like a knowledge thing, because I'm like, I know how to run sound through it. I know how to do all of that stuff and do fancy stuff, stream stuff. I have like one of those stream decks where you can like push, it's like a macro keyboard basically. Yeah. I was just curious because I haven't seen anyone go fancy on it. And I wasn't sure if that's because people on Whatnot don't have the knowledge for OBS, or if Whatnot has some limitations that they've put in OBS for it. So I will look into that. Because then what I could do is do a large shot of the thing and like put myself in the corner instead of having myself go across and my thing go across and they're taking up the same space. Anyway, I am going to, I was going to do this. One moment. I'm going to turn the camera around because I can only do this. Anyways, thank you. If I started to say this last time, thank you for purchasing Happy Mail. If you did that today, thanks for hanging out with me. I have a ton of shows planned, different kinds of shows, not all just junk journaling, but creative also. In there, if you're looking for something that I don't have on sale, I can purchase it for you. I would love to do that for you. I have access to purchasing quite a few things on the back end, just like a retailer would. And if you'd rather buy from me, I would appreciate that. It takes a little bit longer. It's not going to be fast like Amazon. But I have access to Jim Holtz, Echo Park, American Crafts, basically anytime, Graphic 45, 49 in Market. I have access to a lot of that material. And if you're looking for something, send me a message and I will price it out for you. So Tim, is it Tim? Because I thought it said, then I looked at something and it looked like it said Jim. I thought I was saying Tim because of Tim Hortons. Great coffee. Anyways, I'm getting wild. I think I need to go eat something. And I don't know. Okay, so let's see who is on right now. Okay, so we have Buy, Create, Repeat, Lazy Daisy Retro, Junk Journaling 101. Oh, what is mine can be yours is on. And she has a little few. Yeah, Tim Holtz and Tim Horton. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying I don't like Tim Holtz. I just think his stuff is overpriced. And boy, did I watch some people come to his defense on Facebook the other day because someone was like, I don't get it about Tim Holtz. And I'm like, I feel you, girl. I don't get it either. And boy, the people in the responses were covering his butt big time. I'm like, you guys obviously don't know what it's like to be poor. I'm going to go into what is mine can be yours. So, thanks for hanging out with me. I will get that happy mail out to you ASAP. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Evidently, I might be back at 9 p.m. Eastern time to go over some bookbinding. So, thank you for hanging out with me. We're going to go into what is mine can be yours. She's got 9 viewers in the show, and she's doing scrapbooking and journaling. So let's go bless her with some extra people. So here we go. Thanks, everyone. Have a good day. You know where to find me if you know me. Bye.